Hi everyone. Let's talk about something serious that nobody really talks about. Did you know that in the history of medicine, we have never cured a virus? Never, not once. Not once have we cured a virus. See, the thing is, we can fight bacteria. Okay, what's the difference between a bacteria and a virus? Well, bacteria is alive. You can come up with antibiotics that fight bacteria. But here's the interesting thing about a virus. See, a virus is much smaller than bacteria. And the other thing about a virus is that there's great debate in the medical community on whether a virus is actually even alive. It sounds crazy and weird. Yes, I understand for many of you who've never heard this, but honestly, bacteria are alive. They grow on things. But a virus needs a host, and its only job, it's encapsulated in a protein, and its only job is to replicate. That's it. A virus outside the body doesn't exist. To transmit a virus, you need direct contact. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the vaccines that they say? Well, what a vaccine does, and I'm not even going to bother monetizing this video. What a vaccine does is it's a weakened or dead form of the virus that's injected into your body. And because it's in a weaker form, the body learns how to fight it or kill it. Or if it's already dead, just deal with it. But here's the thing. The virus never actually leaves your body. It doesn't. Now, there's examples of people who have like HIV who have weakened immune systems. Basically, your body fights it off. But if you have a weakened immune system like HIV, a lot of people come down with Kaposi sarcoma or even toxoplasmosis because they're weakened and they can't fight it off like they normally would. So, what does that mean? Well, what that means is that you are inhabiting a virus. You can talk about HPV, for example. See, for all the talk about this vaccine for HPV, what are they doing? They're injecting you with it. Your body fights it, but it's always in your system. And as far as HPV goes, guys, you all have to understand this, is that if you are sexually active with a partner, I don't care how many partners, I don't care how it goes in general, but if you are sexually involved and you have unprotected sex, 95% of the world's population has HPV. Now, there's a ton of different strands. The ones they look for are the cervical cancer and the genital warts ones, but everyone has HPV. Everyone does. Your body just fights it off, right? So, what is the purpose of injecting a virus into your body? It's so that your body can learn to fight it off. But what if you didn't do that? Well, it's the same argument that they've been making now, where basically you'd have it a lot worse and this, that, and the other thing. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that a virus is not alive. It doesn't exist outside the body the way bacteria does. We have never cured the common cold. Never. The virus lives in you and stays dormant. And if you become immunocompromised, it comes out. That's what happens. That's what happens inside your body. And then they talk about the mRNA. The mRNA is a very young technology that doesn't have longitudinal studies on it. So think about this. I don't know if they're talking about mRNA for HIV vaccines, because mRNA is different than injecting the live virus or the dead virus, the weakened virus, I should say, in one stage or another. You're injected with the virus, a weakened form, and your body learns to fight it off. And then it keeps a snapshot of it. And then what happens is, if it comes back around, or it's reintroduced, it knows how to fight it. But are you really willing to inject yourself? I mean, it's a question. Say they came out with an HPV vaccine. Well, how does that work unless they inject you with the virus? How does that work? They're banking on the idea that you won't have a compromised immunity. And how does that work with mRNA? It's too young to tell. But if they don't use it and they come out with an HIV vaccine, are you really willing to inject yourself with HIV so that your body learns how to fight it off? We have never cured a virus. Not once. We have never cured a virus because antibiotics don't work on viruses. Because they're much smaller and because they're not alive. Viruses aren't alive. Just wanted to share that with you guys.